right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
And what right have you to be Disney? What reason have you to be Rose? You're rich enough.
What else can I do when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas, out upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time even paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. A time for balancing your books and having every item in a round dozen of odds presented dead against you. But what I will about it, every idiot who goes about the Merry Christmas obviously be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holy through his heart. He should.
Uncle!
Nay, keep Christmas in your own way and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone. What good may it do you? What good has it ever done?
There are many things from which I might strive good, by which I have not profited. I dare say Christmas among the rest. But I have always thought of Christmas as a good time. A kind, forgiving, charitable, a pleasant time. The only time I know of in the long calendar of the year, when men and women, say by one consent, to open their shut hearts freely, and to consider those below them as if they were really fellow passengers to the grave, and not another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good, and will do me good, and I say, God bless it. Very good stuff.
Let me hear another sound from you, Mr. Cratchit, you will keep your Christmas by losing your situation.
Yes, sir.
You're quite a powerful speaker, sir. Would you don't go into Parliament?
Oh, don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
Sooner dine with the devil himself.
Why? Why?
Why? Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love?
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
Nay, Uncle. But you never came to see me before I married. Why give it as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you. Why can't we be friends?
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry with all of my heart to find you so resolute. We've never had any quarrels since I've been part of it. But I've made the trial and honest to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas season to last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon.
All the happiness of the season be with you, Mr. Cratchit.
Yes, you and yours. Merry Christmas, not more.
Now look at this fellow, my clerk. 15 shillings a week. Quite a family talking about Merry Christmas. I'm retired from bed. Any time now.
Going.
Scrooge and Marley, leave.
Yes.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. Died 7 years ago, this very night.
We have no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving heart.
Indeed it is.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute, who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are more common necessaries. Hundreds of thousands are more common comforts, sir.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons.
In the workhouses? They're still in operation.
They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not.
Ah, I was afraid from what you said at first, and suddenly had stopped them in their useful course. Very glad to hear it.
Under the impression that those establishments scarcely furnish Christian cheer of mind or body to the multitude, a few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth. We choose this time because it is a time when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. What shall I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to be anonymous?
I wish to be left alone, sir. Since you asked me what I wish, that is my answer. I don't make myself merry at Christmas time, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I'm obliged to support the establishments that I mentioned, and those who are badly off must go there.
But many can't go there. Many would rather die.
But if they'd rather die, then they'd better do it, and increase the surplus population. Besides, no slavery.
But you might know what.
It is none of my concern. It's up to one man to understand his own business and not to interfere with others. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm so sorry. I'm quite all right. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. God bless you.
they immediately use when I pay you a day's wages for no work.
But it's only once a year, sir.
Poor excuse of picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. I suppose I'll have the whole day, but be here all the earlier the next morning.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Scrooge. I'll be here 7 o'clock. Not a moment later, I promise.
See to it.
I'm so happy to hear this. Merry Christmas. I mean, goodbye, Mr. Scrooge.
Humbug!
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. Merry Christmas, tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Stroll the ancient Yuletide carol, la la la.
I
There you are, sir. Well, I'm glad you came in this evening, sir. None of my regulars do today. It's been such a lonely Christmas time since my Harry's gone. I imagine there's someone you miss at times most like these, isn't there? You're alone.
yes.
It's becoming terrible. I haven't seen him in very so long.
He's dead now. Dead these 7 years.
Oh. I'm so sorry. How did it come in?
I haven't any idea.
Oh, come on now.
Madam, all I know is this. The bell rang over my door as it had never done before and hasn't since. They told me he was dead. I saw to it that he was buried.
But holiday times are joyous times, ain't they? Thank you for that.
Merry Christmas, sir. Happy holiday to you. Merry Christmas, Ebenezer.
Jacob Marley. Jacob.
Sir?
Oh, I beg your pardon.
It's quite all right, sir. No harm done. Merry Christmas, sir. Talk over, lad. Sorry to have kept you.
I let you start to. So is he to be at dinner tomorrow?
Oh, no, alas. We must once more postpone the pleasure of Uncle Scrooge's company until next year.
Refused again. What a pity.
Indeed. But it shan't put me off, I assure you. As a matter of fact, I believe I came a bit closer to success this year.
Oh, stout fellow. The peculiar subject mistook me for someone else I waited just now. But precisely as well described your Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, could well have been. His rooms are just up that court.
Where? That very old place? Good Lord. That's 40 years it was abandoned. Look at it. There's never been a like...
Darkness is cheap, old boy. I doubt much more will possible has been burned there in the past 20 years. Oh, for you see, the rooms belonged to his partner, Jacob Marley, before Uncle Scrooge took him over.
Jacob Marley said. But someone will tell the old fellow addressed me.
How very peculiar.
Why's that? Ain't a respectable enough to stand for him?
Well, Marley's dead to begin with.
No.
Dead as a doornail, my good fellow, I do assure you. Uncle Scrooge was his sole mourner. Even his mourning didn't last out the afternoon. Let me tell you as we pass, for I believe there's a certain sister-in-law of mine who might be growing anxious to find out the contents of that box.
Merry Christmas, Ebenezer.
It's humbug still. I won't believe it. Oh. How now? What do you want from me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Jacob, is it really you?
You don't believe in me?
I don't.
What evidence of my reality do you have beyond that of your senses? Why do you doubt your own senses?
Because the slightest thing affects them. Disorder of the stomach makes them cheese. You could be a bit of undigested beef. Lots of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more to gravy than a break about you, whatever you are.
Ooh!
Why do you trouble me so?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do, I must. My spirit walk the earth, the mind that they trouble me.
It's required of every man that the spirit within him must travel the world beyond with his fellow men, to travel far and wide. And if that spirit does not go forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander the world and witness what it cannot share, what might have shared in earth, and made happiness. Oh, woe is me.
You offended me. Tell me why.
I wear the chains that I forged in life. I made them link by link of the avarice, pride, hard dealing, and sensitivity and greed. It is passing strange to you, but would you know the weight and the length of the cords you wear yourself? 7 Christmas Eves ago, it was as full and as long and as heavy as this. And you hard labored upon it since.
Jacob, speak more to me. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
Comfort comes from other regions, Ebenezer Scrooge. It is conveyed by ministers to other kinds of men.
Why do you come to me like this, Jacob? You're always a good man of business.
Business? Mankind was my business. Common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, benevolence were all my business. The dealing of my trade was but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business. Oh, how could I have walked through clouds of my own beings, and with my eyes turned down, never turning them up to the star that led the 3 wise men to the poor abode? No, was there no poor home that's light could have guided me? Hear me, for my time is almost up.
I will. Please don't be so hard on me, Jacob.
How I compare to you in this shape that you can see, I may not tell. For I have sat beside you invisible for many a day. I come here to warn you of a chance of hope, to not have my fate, Ebenezer.
You're always a good friend to me, Jacob. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is,
I think I'd rather not.
without their warning, there is no way you can shun the possibility of having my fate. Expect the first tomorrow at the stroke of 1.
Couldn't I have them all at once? Have it over with, Jacob.
Expect the second upon the next night on the same hour. The third, expect him upon the next night when the last stroke of 12 ceases to vibrate. And look to see me no more. But for your own sake, remember what has passed between us. Remember.
sun at tipping 1 in the afternoon. Wait a moment. Old Jacob's ghost said the first spirit would arrive at this time. Here the hour has struck and nothing has happened. It was a dream. You the spirit who's coming was told to me.
I am.
Who and what are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Live long past.
No, your past.
I see. If I may be so bold, might I inquire what this brings you here?
You're welcome.
Oh, I see. I'm obliged to you. Seems a night must have impressed you. I've been better than that aid.
Your reformation. Taking right.
To the window.
Right.
But spirits are mortal, liable to fall.
Better touch my hand here, and you should hear a heralded by the wall of this.
Heavens, I know this place. I was a boy here. Look, I used to swing on that gate every morning. There's my old oak tree. And there, the footpath down to the river. And there's the school.
Your lip is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek?
Nothing. Must be the dew.
You recollect the way?
Remember it. I could walk it blindly. Oh, look there. It's Franny and Sherry.
These are but shadows of things that have been. They have no consciousness of us.
Oh, Franny, Sherry, hi. There's Bethany. Merry Christmas, Bethany. Oh, look over there. That's the Higgins boys. Tom and... What's his brother's name?
Merry Christmas!
Oh, a Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas? There's no Christmas over to you. The school is not quite deserted. The solitary child, ignored by his friends, neglected by his family, is left there still.
I know, sir. Why, Sally Barber and his 40 thieves, dear old honest Sally Barber. I remember, one Christmas time he did come, just like that. Oh, and there's Valentine and his wild brother horse. There they go, don't you see them? Oh, there's, what's his name? He's put up in his drawers by the gates of Masters. Oh, and there's the Sultan's room, turned upside down by the genie. Poor boy.
Something the matter?
Hey, it's nothing. It's just, there was a boy singing Christmas carols at my door last night. I'd like to have given him something, that is all.
Ebenezer!
Hi.
Hi! I've come to bring you home, dear brother, to bring you home. But what's a father? Oh, Ebenezer, he's so much kinder than he used to be. The home's like heaven.
Is he so changed?
He spoke to me so gently one night that I'm not afraid to ask him once more if he might come home. And he said yes, he should. And you've been there, and has come back here. But first, we've been together all the Christmas long, and have a maid and in all the world.
You're quite
You are like the little woman.
Always such a delicate creature, whom a breath could avoid. She had such a large heart.
You're right, Spirit. I'm not gainsaying.
She died woman, and had, I think, children?
One child.
Yes, one child. Your nephew.
Yes.
Let us see another Christmas.
You remember this place?
Remember it? I was an apprentice here. Oh, look there, it's Fezziwig. Bless me, yes. It's Fezziwig, alive again.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer and Dick.
Oh, Dick Willikins, to be sure. Bless me, yes. He was very attached to me.
Yo-ho, my boys. Where are my princesses? No more work tonight. Clear way. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Now, let's have you dance. Come here, my boys. Miss Fezziwig has cards for you.
Oh, you Dick. Merry Christmas. And you, Ebenezer. Merry Christmas.
Miss Fezziwig, what's on next?
What you will, my dear.
Miss Fezziwig, won't you go see to again?
A very Merry Christmas to you, Dick. And Merry Christmas, Ebenezer. Shh. Not a word. Now, clear away and come into the party.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Fezziwig.
Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas to you both, my boys.
Let us go.
Oh, one moment, Spirit.
You truly knows how to keep Christmas, oh, Mr. Fezziwig. What a fine man he is.
Not fine, is it? Not a better man than Mr. Fezziwig.
But we're in trouble. Such a party.
Yes, and this.
And then this. Truly his generosity, it's overwhelming.
Yes, and let us not forget his kindness, Dick. Not a better man willing to work for than Mr. Fezziwig.
Come on, boys. Join the party.
Oh, hello.
A small matter, really, to make these silly folks full of gratitude.
Small.
Why is he not? He spent but a few pounds of normal money, 3 or 4 at the most. Is that so much that he deserves such praise?
Isn't that, Spirit? Isn't that? He had the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our work light or burden, pleasure or toil. Say everything he has ever done, laid up in the words and looks. Love them then. The happiness he gave us was as grace if it cost a fortune.
Something matter.
Nothing particular.
Something.
It's just I wish to say a word or two to my clerk just now, that is all.
My time grows short. Quick. There.
It matters little to you, Ebenezer. Very little. Another idol has displaced me. And if it can cheer and comfort you in time as I would have tried to do, I have no cause to grieve.
What the idol has displaced you, though.
A golden one.
This is the even-handed dealing of the world. There's nothing on which is so hard as poverty, and nothing on which it pretends to consume with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
You fear the world so much, Ebenezer. Ever since you set up in business with Jacob Marley, I have watched all of your hopes vanish until your one hope was putting yourself above the world's sort of reproach. I have seen all of our dreams fall off one by one until the master passion, gain, engrosses you. Have I not?
Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then? I'm not changed towards you, am I?
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. Until in good season, we could improve our worldly fortune by our patient industry. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Your own feelings tell you that you are not what you are. I am. That which promised happiness when we were one and hardest. For misery now that we are two. How often, how keenly I have thought of this, I will not say, but it is enough I have thought of it. And can release you.
Have I ever sought release?
In words? No.
In what then?
In a changed nature. In an altered spirit. In another atmosphere of life. Another hope as is great in anything that made my love of any worth or value in your sight. If this had never been between us, tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me over now? No.
You think not?
I would gladly think otherwise if I could. Heaven knows, but if you were free today, tomorrow, and yesterday, could even I believe that you would choose a doubtless girl who you, with your very confidence with her, weigh everything by gain? Or if choosing her for a moment, you were false enough to your own guardian principle to do so? Do I not know that your repentance and regret would surely follow? I do. And I release you. No longer than you once were.
Spirit, please, conduct me home.
You may. The memory of what past half makes me hope you will. How pain is it? impossible dream. Welcome as you will. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Spirit, conduct me home. Why did you like to torture me so?
I told you. These are shadows of things that have been. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
Show me no more.
One shadow more.
No more, I say no more. You know what you see. I see, Spirit. The lot of this happy man might have been my error. Now please, let us go.
Oh, Belle, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Oh, who was it?
Yes.
When you do that, who could it be Mr. Scrooge?
Oh, Mr. Scrooge it was. I passed by his office window, and as it was not shut up, and he had a candle inside, I could scarcely help seeing him. His partner, Marley, lies upon the point of death, I believe. And now he's left alone. Quite alone in the world, I do.
Spirit, do not bear it. Show me no more. Leave me. Haunt me no longer.
As you wish.
No. Where is it? Where is it? Good. One. I'll be ready for it this time. He won't come sneaking up on me, whatever he may be. First, or second. Well, what's this?
Ebenezer Scrooge. Come. Come and know me better. And I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You have never seen the like of me before.
You've never.
You have never walked forth with my elder brethren.
I guess that I have. Have you many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800. Born as I am, each one on Christmas Eve.
1,800, that's a tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on compulsion and learned a lesson which is working now. So if you are about to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe.
You seek to close the public houses every Sunday and deprive them of their means of enjoyment.
I seek.
Or, forgive me if I'm wrong, but it was done in your name, or at least the name of your family.
Scrooge! that those upon this earth of yours who claim to know us and do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, envy, bigotry, and selfishness in our name. But they are strangers to us. We do not know them. Remember that and charge their doings on themselves, not us.
I will help the spirit, I assure you.
Come, Ebenezer. Let us spend a part of this Christmas day with someone you know.
He thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me coming home that he wished people saw him in the church. And it might be pleasant for them to remember, because he's crippled, you know. On Christmas Day, what made the lame beggars walk and the blind man see. He's getting so strong and hardy these days. I'm almost sure. I'm just almost sure.
No, Robin. It'll be all right. Whatever happens, is it God's will to take our Tim? And we must be content in His grace and wisdom. Whatever may come to pass, we mustn't lose our strength and our faith in each other.
I know, dear. I know. Thank you.
So, Mr. Cratchit, are we in our cottage now?
We are.
Oh, Father, it's a marvel. You must see this.
Oh, my son.
Who's painted?
Oh, looks marvelous, girls.
Oh, very well.
Where are the glasses?
It's nearly time.
Plastic glasses.
I'll be down before you.
I can't have fun with that glass.
I'll help. You sit.
Be careful. Oh, dear.
Oh, please, you can go for me, please. Thanks.
Here are the glasses, Father.
I got them. It's the wrong way. No, just go here.
I'm sorry, dear. Sorry.
That's right there. Oh, well, that's
Like my
that's
braces.
here.
Oh,
You
okay.
can help.
Okay. Oh, before I forget,
Yeah?
I've got 5 or 6 pence a week, if I'm done.
Fancy our Peter, a man of business.
Well, I do, Ralph. I should like to go into business.
Indeed. So you start working 16 hours a day as I did yesterday.
Why,
Got you there.
I thought you two were going to fetch the goose.
You be careful. Drop it.
Oh, don't
Not
worry.
too easy.
I'll help with all that. Go on. I'm coming.
Come on.
Yes, Father.
Oh, don't lie. Come sit with me. You sure you're all right?
Yes, Father.
Thank you.
Nothing broken, nothing bruised. Here.
You be careful there now. Sit on down there. Huh.
May we have a tiny toast? Please, ma'am. May
Well,
we?
you know the answer to that.
I do not want to hear the word goose again until it's cut. Each of you put a spoon in your mouth and go to it out for 2 minutes. No problem.
I'm allowed to laugh. I'm the father.
That's no good.
All right. And tell us before we begin like this. Merry Christmas. God bless us.
Merry Christmas.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
God bless us, everyone. Let us bow our heads and pray.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in a poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved.
No.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No, no, kind spirit. Say that he may be spared.
If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race will find him here, what then? If he be like to die, you better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be in heart, not adamant, forbear that wicked cant until you've discovered what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live, what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven, that you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. Oh God, to hear the insect on the leaf, pronouncing on the too much life among his brothers in the dust.
Amen.
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 And now, my dear. Oh, wait. Once again. One more toast. To Mr. Scrooge. God give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of our feast.
Ah, that's
Oh, why did I say this?
I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon and help him have a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It is Christmas, I am sure, on one which drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, and failing man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, it's Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake, and for Christmas, not for his. Merry Christmas! Long life to him. May he be very merry and very happy. I am sure of it. Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge.
And now, my dear, if you please, show us this goose. Oh, why, my dear, it's a marvel. It's an absolute marvel. It's a light to the eye, joy to the purse. It's blissfully framed and a light to the eye. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest achievement achieved by Mrs. Bob Cratchit since her marriage.
Oh, my, such a good.